Things have always been wild when it comes to Tesla's affordable car. Rumors of it getting canceled swirled throughout the year, and when news surfaced that it's back on track for a second quarter release next year, it sparked new controversy. Many believe it's yet another Tesla marketing stunt to counter unstable revenues this year, and they'll only believe it when they actually see it. However, this time it seems real. Tesla's head of investor relations, Travis Axelrod, confirmed to Deutsche Bank that the new car is set to debut in the first half of next year. It's being called the Model Q, a somewhat puzzling name that doesn't align with Tesla's signature sexy lineup. Now, let's dive into the leaks surrounding this car. Does it hold the same appeal Elon once hyped, a car set to revolutionize the industry? Welcome to evtech channel. We are temporarily calling it Tesla Model Q because that's the name that appeared in the report, although we have a belief that this is not the final name Elon's going to choose. To quickly launch the car in time for second quarter next year, everything from Model Q will mainly be based on what's available to keep up with speed and reduce costs. So we don't find it strange that the Model Q will reportedly use a platform derived from that used for Model 3 and Y, but built more efficiently by applying some innovative principles new. This stems from the popular unboxing method the company is developing, which means retaining 80% of the traditional manufacturing platform and adding 10% of innovation from the production line Cybercab. Tesla's not officially confirmed this news yet. However, Deutsche Bank's investor report on Tesla 2025 plans states that the info came directly from Travis Axelrod, Tesla's head of investor relations. Given this, we believe the source is highly credible regarding Model Q's launch next year. That said, the specs and design of Model Q remain subject to change until its official unveiling. Right now, though, it's impossible to guarantee details about its final form. According to Deutsche Bank, Tesla plans to price Model Q at under $30,000 after applying federal tax credits. The vehicle is expected to come with two battery options, a 53-kilowatt pack offering 284 miles of range, then a 75-kilowatt capable of 310 miles. Reportedly, Model Q will be 30% smaller than Model 3, though whether it's a hatchback or crossover is unclear. At this stage, Tesla is ramping up testing a Cybercab around Giga Texas's campus. Recent videos shared online show several Cybercabs operating around the facility. However, Cybercab's ultimately a 2027 story and will likely not contribute significantly to revenue over the next 2 years. It also requires more effort than Model Q, as the self-driving technology needs to achieve flawless accuracy. Therefore, launching Model Q next year makes sense as a strategic move until Cybercab is ready to hit the market and generate profits. We can still expect it to see an eye-catching light bar, ideal wheels, and design lines similar to the Model 3, including the rear section. However, we don't think Model 2 will feature falcon wings like Cybercab. It'll have conventional doors with a standard 4-door design. We believe you're also curious about what lies inside this compact car. Truth is, the interior Model 2 is expected to be designed to balance enough space for 5 passengers while maximizing cost savings to maintain its $25,000 price point. Although the space will be smaller than Model 3, the seating experience will still meet the basic needs for daily commutes. However, don't expect luxury features to be in this model. It's a necessary trade-off to keep the price affordable. Interior materials from the dash and door handles to smaller details are likely to be minimalist and more common. If the steering wheel feels cheaper, the seats lack ventilation, the touchscreen is downsized from 12 inches compared for 15 on the Model 3, or even if simple wood trims were used, this is not a sign of underinvestment, but rather a reasonable decision to keep the price in the reach of most customers. Now, this may disappoint some, as no one wants their car experience to get compromised, but Model 2 is not a vehicle aimed at luxury or comfort. It embodies Elon's vision of an affordable, accessible EV for the masses. If this simplification is not accepted, Tesla may face the risk of abandoning the project, as Reuters previously reported. Additionally, to reduce production costs, Model 2's interior is unlikely to feature rear seat entertainment screens, ambient LED lighting, or a variety of physical buttons. Instead, Tesla may continue its minimalist trend by shifting most control functions to software, allowing for upgrades and bug fixes through over-the-air updates, a standout feature for Tesla. However, Model 2 is not entirely without standout features. Some improvements, like the adoption of a 48-volt low-voltage architecture, are likely to be implemented, maintaining Tesla's technological advantage. The shift to a 48V architecture has already been hinted at for new models, and Model 2 could be one of the first vehicles to bring this strategy to life. Tesla's advancements in battery technology in recent years have been remarkable, as they now use a wider range of batteries and make their own 4680 battery cells. However, Model 2 will not use these cells, as current production is limited to the more expensive models like Cybertruck and Semi. Instead, Model 2 will likely use the cheaper batteries from China's cattle. Wait, now, we believe you might think that with a cheap battery, the performance and range of Model 2 is going to be boring. Well, you're right, but not completely. It might be boring for customers who are used to higher-end cars and need over 300 miles of range. However, for those coming to Model 2 simply for price, we can claim that within that price range, Model 2 will be the most reliable performer you can buy. Why do we say that? Okay, on April 5th last year, the company confirmed in the Master Plan Part 3 document that it would integrate a 53 kilowatt-hour battery pack into the Tesla Model 2. With this battery size, Model 2 will offer 250 miles of range on a full charge for at least one variant. Of course, there will be both single-motor and dual-motor variants similar to other Teslas. The advantage of a lighter weight, around 30% less than Model Y, gives a benefit in terms of range. However, we believe this is not the max range that Model 2 can get to, as there will likely be several different versions. It's entirely reasonable to consider that a long-range version could get up to 280 miles, though this version would be priced higher than the standard one. If predicted, the price could be $25,000 for the standard range and around $28,000 to $30,000 for the long range. Ultimately, this depends on customer demand. We think 250 miles is the ideal range for a car priced under $30,000 at this time, something you won't get in other vehicles at the same price. Not to mention that the LFP battery type used in Model 2 will be the latest generation from Cattle. These new gen batteries have improved energy density compared to the versions Tesla used for Model 3 and Y. Higher energy density means the battery can store more energy in the same size, thus reducing the overall battery weight. More importantly, all these batteries are capable of incredibly fast charging. Cattle confirmed that it takes only 10 minutes to charge a battery up to 80%. However, we don't entirely think this will happen in Model 2. When installing this type of battery in an EV, it can be influenced by certain factors or conditions that could alter charging time. In our opinion, 20 minutes sounds more convincing, as most Teslas today take more than 30 to 45 minutes to charge completely. A 20-minute charge for a $25,000 car would still be impressive and exceed expectations. The battery pack is responsible for 50% of the cost of an EV, so the 53 kilowatt battery pack is expected to play a role in making Model 2 affordable. In fact, it's a small battery with a big impact. You might not know this, but around 70% of Tesla's vehicles use LFPs, with the more expensive 4680s reserved for Cybertruck and Semi, as we said earlier. While this type of battery doesn't offer outstanding performance, it compensates with faster charging, better safety, longer life, and most importantly, is the lowest cost on the market. So, in our opinion, there's no better battery type for the Model 2 than this one. By scaling up the production of these cells at Giga Nevada, as Cattle reported, they've sent machinery and equipment to Tesla to produce LFP batteries instead of importing them from China. Tesla will be able to produce batteries domestically. This move could even allow the Model 2 to qualify for tax credits. Qualifying for the full $7,500 tax credit would be a tremendous benefit that we're all hoping for. To qualify for the $7,500, the regulations require that half the battery components need to be made in North America, and at least 40% of the critical minerals used in the battery need to be made from recycled materials made in North America or mined in the US or one of its trade agreement partners. Elon has previously stated that a 300-mile range is sufficient for daily driving without worrying about supercharger stations, and most Tesla models aim for this, depending on the variant. Even if Model 2 does not achieve 300 miles, we all understand that this is a trade-off many people would accept if the final price of the Model 2 stays at around $25,000, not counting on any potential tax credits or subsidies. Production start date for Model 2 next year seems like a reasonable timeline, as the Cybercab and more complex vehicles will be more of a story for 2027. According to Elon, Model 2 will initially be made in Texas at the Gigafactory in Austin, where the company will refine its process and production lines to ensure the best quality for this budget-friendly vehicle. Of course, Model 2 won't just be produced at Giga Texas. If Tesla bot Optimus can handle almost every task like a human, what would you buy it for? For a long time, when humans invented machines like washing machines, dishwashers, robotic vacuums, and other useful devices, the sole purpose was simply to free us from tasks we didn't want to do and make life less hectic. Imagine working all week and only having Sunday to rest. But there's still a pile of chores waiting for us. It's exhausting. That's why we truly believe Optimus is going to be the best seller when Tesla brings it to market. Just over the past year, it's been Tesla's focal point, and as the year is progressing, Optimus has seen some serious upgrades, showcasing unbelievable skills we never thought possible. By next year, its capabilities will skyrocket, as Elon confirmed. By the end of next year, it's expected to handle nearly all the tasks you assign it. Discover more now. While other robotics companies make major upgrades that take years, Tesla rolls out updates on a weekly basis. Just by the end of November, they demoed a new hand for Optimus and shortly after released a video showing its ability to navigate steep, uneven, and even slippery terrain, making us wonder, how much better does Optimus actually get every single week? With each demo video of a new update, Optimus's incredible skills continue to amaze. Its new hand, for example, demonstrates real-time reflexes, catching a ball with remarkable precision. After catching said ball, it doesn't immediately release it, but holds it firmly just like a person would. To achieve this, it needs to calculate the ball's trajectory and determine the perfect catch point. Not an easy feat in real time. Meanwhile, when moving across uneven sloped terrain in a blindfolded state, Tesla Bot showcases its exceptional balance and adaptability. Watching Optimus's gait as it wobbles from side to side is fascinating. It's almost like watching a kid learning how to walk or mimicking the unsteady movements of someone who maybe had too much to drink. There was a moment when Optimus slipped, and it seemed like it was about to fall backwards, but almost miraculously, it didn't. What surprised us most was Optimus's reflexes. Its hand was already prepared to reach back and break the fall if it had actually gone down, a reaction that mirrors what most humans would instinctively do in the same situation. Optimus managed to regain its balance at the very last second and continued moving forward. While this showcased impressive progress, especially since Optimus had previously only moved on flat surfaces. The ability to walk on uneven terrain has sparked a range of potential new tasks for Optimus in the coming year. Specifically, Tesla is clearly expanding its scope of applications by focusing on Optimus's mobility. Imagine it navigating steep paths to replace you on shopping trips, working on mountainous farms, assisting at construction sites, operating in mining environments, or even participating in rescue missions in disaster-stricken or hard-to-reach areas. These are the new tasks that Tesla Bot is almost certain to take on soon.
So you could say pick up a cup, pick up a shirt, fold the shirt. These things will generalize, I think, quite quickly.
We know it might be a bit early to discuss Optimus's role as a homemaker, especially since Musk has confirmed that it will be available for purchase for customers and companies in 2026. According to Elon, this timeline makes the most sense because next year in 2025, the limited quantity will primarily be used internally and for research within the factory. However, it's important to note that a rental program will be introduced before Tesla starts selling them. And that's cool because it allows many customers to actually experience an Optimus before deciding whether or not they want to buy one. It's a strategic plan for Tesla to gradually add more features to Optimus. Imagine that each month, a rented Optimus could take on additional tasks through updates, and by the time it hits the market, it might be capable of handling most household chores. As Elon confirmed on X, bots would be offered both as rentals as well as to buy, but the former first. Not only for household chores, but think even further, especially regarding your kids' education. You think that tutors might become one of the most redundant jobs in the coming years? It's unfortunate to say this, but as Musk has stated,
your companion, it can be at your house, it can sort of babysit your kids, it could teach them, be a teacher, it can do factory stuff.
It might sound like a scene from a sci-fi movie, but in reality, that future could be closer than you think. Optimus could become a tutor right in your own home with its vast knowledge and teaching capabilities powered through AI. And when the number of Optimus units across the world hits a point where every house has one, it's clear we could all have a personal teacher at home. Imagine a typical evening in an American household where parents are busy with work and the kids need help with their homework. Instead of calling a tutor or trying to figure out their homework on your own, you could just say, "Hey, Optimus, help Jack with his homework." Optimus wouldn't just explain the assignment, it could also find the simplest ways to help the kids understand the concepts, something that a traditional tutor might take a lot of time and patience to achieve. And it doesn't stop there. Optimus is also equipped with voice recognition, facial recognition, and behavioral analysis technology, allowing it to understand kids' emotions and situations. For example, if the child seems sleepy or distracted, Optimus can just adjust its approach, using games or funny stories to make learning more engaging. Just think, your child might actually look forward to studying time because this robot knows how to make learning fun and interactive. In addition to teaching, Tesla Optimus can help manage your child's schedule. It can remind them about class time, homework deadlines, and even organize break times effectively. This helps kids develop disciplined study habits without constant parental intervention. However, leaving children at home with a robot is not without its challenges, and it's understandable that many folks might be concerned. Tesla recognizes this and has equipped Optimus with a remote monitoring system through its 2D cameras, allowing you to track your kids or check on their study progress using the robot's camera. It's like being able to be present in the house while you're at the office. To make this possible, Tesla's working on enhancing Optimus's voice and language capabilities, as Elon shared.
Yeah, you'll be able to customize the personality, customize the voice, and really kind of the robot will kind of get to know you as well and know your preferences. You won't even have to say things because it'll just kind of understand you.
In the event of another pandemic down the road where schools might be forced to close, having a robot like Optimus at home could be an excellent solution. Instead of worrying about your child falling behind in their studies, you could be confident Optimus will support them in attending online classes, assisting with homework, and even reteaching those difficult concepts. Optimus isn't just a smart assistant. It can also be customized to fit a child's personality and preferences. Imagine having a tutor that's always available, endlessly patient, and can interact with your kids in the way they want. That's what Optimus offers, and maybe in the not-so-distant future, American families aren't going to need traditional tutors. So, if you think robots are just for household chores, think again. With Optimus, educating and supporting your kids could be transformed, offering convenience and effectiveness like never before. But what about older adults? Could a new technology like Optimus be suitable for people over the age of 50? Caring for the elderly is one of the major challenges in modern society, especially with the global population aging rapidly. In this context, technology like Optimus opens up new possibilities as a healthcare robot, or we might even call it a close companion. Care robots aren't just technical aids, they're also companions that can help older adults feel less lonely when their family members are just too busy with their own stuff. At age 65 and beyond, many people no longer receive the attentive care that they used to from families, and maintaining an exercise routine often becomes a distant memory. In such circumstances, a robot like Optimus can be an invaluable assistant. Not only can Optimus help seniors stay physically active with simple exercises like yoga or doing squats, but it can also just bring joy and comfort through daily interactions. At the very least, it might even dance like Tesla's bots, right? Absolutely. With the support of a robot, older adults are going to be encouraged and assisted in performing gentle exercises, and that helps maintain their health and flexibility in day-to-day life. The rise in Alzheimer's and memory decline among the elderly is a big problem right now for society. A recent study from the University of California found that up to a quarter of Americans with memory loss or mild cognitive impairment are at risk of dangerous mistakes. Things like forgetting to take their meds, driving unsafely, or getting lost. In this context, a robot like Optimus could play a crucial role in reducing these risks. It can help seniors stick to their medication schedules by giving reminders, keep track of medical appointments, and even letting family members know if there are signs of unusual strokes. This gives both the elderly and their families a much greater peace of mind. Thanks to its sensors, Tesla Optimus can easily monitor basic health metrics like blood pressure, heart rate, and blood sugar levels, and report any issues to doctors or family members as needed. But Optimus goes beyond just health monitoring. If older adults have difficulty moving, it can assist with a gentle mobility support, helping prevent complications from being bedridden and ensuring they don't get lost thanks to its GPS tracking system. With these features, Optimus isn't just a piece of technology, it's a dedicated caregiver that enhances safety and improves the quality of life for the elderly. Thanks for watching our video. If you found the content helpful and want to explore more exciting info about Tesla EVs, don't forget to hit the like button and share this video. Also, make sure you subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest videos. We appreciate your support and look forward to seeing you in the next video.